Putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From the spiritual to the unknown. From emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
This is the sensitive, offensive content disclaimer for the Rift Nation Network. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violent, explicit language or controversial subjects. Triggering content, including discussions related to mental health, trauma, and other sensitive issues. Explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or our hosts use some strong language or they slip and we call them oops. While we are handling these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content disturbing, distressing, consider skipping and seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please contact a qualified expert. Hi. Hello, hello. So, welcome everybody to Beacon in the Dark. As always, I'm Sue.
I'm Marci.
Marci's above me today.
I know. How cosmic of me.
I know, I switched like totally. So, you guys know that I've talked a lot about the chakras over the years, and even Marci and I used to do a show about the chakras. But every time I talk about the chakras, what do I talk about? The 7 major chakras, right? Wow. This is an extension of that. I am not going to go over any of the seven major chakras. This is the 12 chakra system. Well, technically 13, but the first chakra is considered 0. So, and as always, everybody, welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the home of all homes, the place for the best hosts in the world. You want to come in and find informative content you're going to love absolutely every single part of this. So this is going to be an amazing journey. So definitely do the replay on this one, or, have your pen and paper out, because there's a lot of information I did find on most of the chakras. I did a lot of research on this. Marci kept sending me links to this. Yeah, let's do that. So then I started researching it, and then you hit the no, really? Wow, I didn't know that. So you get all this reactions when you first start getting this bloody information. So, and without
and
further
it's
ado,
sad because when I got hacked, I had like 300 groups,
yeah,
and I'm slowly getting them back as far as what's been going on. And one of the things I was just thinking about sending Susan is I have the colors of dimensions and what they mean. And
oh,
so when I see my physical, like they'll have like eighth dimension. I know we're talking about chakras, but they're interconnected.
right,
Like silver and white or purple and white, and
right.
this will be like eighth dimension, and it'll have the different colors. And I'm like at the eighth dimension because I'll see like violet and white,
Yep.
but I'll send that to Susan, because I have that one saved, so I use that as my
Because
reference guide.
chakras have colors too.
Well, they're
So
all
the
colors and
dimensions have
vibrations,
colors, auras have colors, everything has
right?
colors. I love
And
it.
they're vibrations.
Yes, energy. And what are we, people? We are energy. And why does it look like one of my hands aren't showing?
Well, it's
Oh,
basically we start off, and I said this before, with our energy is photons, and it's like 2.3. I forget.
sorry, my camera was off. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Mr. Howie.
So the more the gigahertz, I can't remember. It's like 2.3 per inch, but the photons is the energy of the colors, and the dark dense carbon energies are the black, the heavy ones. But
Right,
as we eliminate more and more light, our um, or I can go from 8 feet to 50 feet,
right.
depending on how much energy, which is all to do
She's
with the
so
chakra.
excited. She's beating up her computer today.
What?
Your computer moved. So I said you were so
Not with my hand. I moved my hand. That time it was me. Sometimes we never know.
yeah,
So
that's
I'm trying to adjust it. This thing wiggles.
so what we're actually going to be talking about today is the first chakra, which is chakra 0. Now, this is not the root chakra. Most of us, we know about the 7 major chakras located in our physical body. However, there is actually an expanded chakra system beyond the physical body that contains additional chakras, sometimes known as transpersonal chakras, or subpersonal chakras is what they're called. Now, the 0, which is the first one in the 12 chakra system, the 0 one, this one is the Earth Star, or the soul chakra. It's actually a part of the extended system, which a lot of people, with us going from 3D to 5D now, we've been working a lot on that particular type of energy. Now the chakras I'm going to be talking about tonight, or Marci and I will be talking about, they're not known very well. So this is something new, especially new to you guys, because you, like I said, over the years, you've watched Marci and I do a nonstop chakra show all the time. So, and again, this one can also be called a super root chakra. So there's many different names to this particular one. Okay, now this particular chakra, okay, this one, it's a deep down in the earth's core, ancestral, we're present moment, while we're linking to the planet's energy, which is very important, because I talk about that in the root chakra, how we need to ground. We do that through the earth. Now this one goes down deeper. This goes deeper into the core. Now, unlike the root chakra that actually grounds us in the physical world, the Earth Star chakra actually takes it a step further. It acts as a conduit between you and earthly energies, which is pretty awesome the way you look at it. Now, This force of energy empowers you with collective consciousness and expands your awareness of your strong connection to all existences, everything, which is awesome in itself right there. So in other words, you'll feel stability. You'll feel the presence, the integral sense of belonging through this particular chakra. Now, this one is located a little different. Now, I've talked about the root chakra, how you plant your feet firmly on the ground in order to do that. The earth chakra actually isn't found within our physical body. It's actually about 12 inches below your feet. Now, we have an aura field as well. So this is part of that, so to speak. It's about 12 inches. It's actually connected to the etheric body or the subtle energy system, which exists beyond our physical being. Despite of being outside our physical body, the earth star chakra is extended, an extension of the internal root chakra. Its location enables you to tap into the grounding forces of the planet. Now, it provides a solid foundation by connecting you to stable energies of the earth core. Pretty cool so far, huh?
Yes.
Marci, you sleeping?
No. I'm just thinking about, like I've said before, the earthing. I think a lot of people are disconnected because
Exactly.
our feet are not connected to the earth anymore.
And this is exactly that.
And so we wear high heels, we
Yeah,
wear thick shoes. We're out of our body a lot. We're not focused. And they said a lot, people need to ascend, but they also need to ground as well. And a lot
exactly.
of people
Because you
just
figure
like,
how much
I'm out of my
pavement.
body.
We
What?
go outside, there's tons and tons of pavement. It is
Yeah,
very hard. I mean, I have a dog. I'm a dog lover. It's very difficult to find good grass for a dog to walk on. So how do we as individuals find that in order to get down to the earth to do that, which we'll find out, excuse me, as I keep reading my notes. But this is an extremely interesting topic. I'm finding it interesting because how do we expect people to ascend if they don't know the basics of how to get their body reacting the right way as far as energy? Correct?
right. You can hug a
Yeah.
tree, you get plants,
Yep.
the stones will communicate with you.
Hmm.
Um, like I was telling Susan when I was getting my aura done, the crystal that I got, even though it was kind of pricey, it was singing. And then Susan was talking about she bought something. She didn't understand why. I'm like, it was probably calling to you, but they probably put some vision in you.
I don't do rose quartz, and I bought something to make something with, and I don't know, at the time I was probably thinking of a bracelet, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, I still don't know what to do with it, so it's just sitting here on my
It's in
desk.
the future
I do
sometime.
that. So I don't know who it's actually meant for. So thank you, Renee, for sharing us out. I really appreciate that. Share it out, guys. There's a lot of information that's going to be coming, and we're not talking about the basic chakras tonight. This is the extended version of the chakras, is what we're actually going to be talking about. So it's actually pretty cool. So, there is also colors. Speaking of colors, you were talking about colors earlier.
Vibrations.
Now, this one is pretty uniquely pretty cool. Now, when the earth chakra is actually activated, it's represented by a ball of black and white energy, almost grayish energy below your feet. This is spiritual energy center awakens. It transforms into a rich hues of black, brown, gray, and magenta. Now, that actually invokes its stabilizing essence. These deep earthly pigments minor the way a chakra anchors one to the entire energetic system, to the earth's profound yet subtle energies. Overall, a balanced earth star chakra shines with vibrant colors of soils, rocks, and minerals. That's pretty freaking awesome.
That is.
because you figure your root chakra is what? Red. So your earth star chakra, or there's another name for it below that. It's more of a deeper, like brownish type hue, and I don't think I
I
have.
wanted to show this. One of the things when I was on Aranum, somebody said I needed to get tiger's eye,
Yeah,
which would help reflect. So I ended up buying this, which is the colors that
yeah,
Susan was talking about.
yeah. The tiger's eye, that actually works for the 3 bottom chakras. Now,
Yeah, for
I
grounding.
yeah, it does. It works.
You can't really
I
see the colors.
I actually found crystals that'll work for this chakra, but the main way to actually activate it and get it going is really pretty simple as we get through it. But tiger's eye is an amazing crystal to have. I don't have any on my desk. I was looking. That's pretty weird. All this crystals I have, and I don't have a tiger's eye on my desk. Anything but. Okay, let's do a little tiger iron. Very good, Renee. Tiger iron. That's
And
a
for
really good
grounding,
crystal. Yes,
which
that
is
would
what you
work
need.
with the 0, 1, 2, and 3. It would work with all of them. A tiger iron, because the iron has that earthy element to it as well. I like that. So let's see. Balance. How do you balance? I'm not talking about activation yet. We'll get into that. But as far as activating it, guys, go outside, sand or grass, barefoot, and literally imagine your energy stretching down to the earth before you balance your actually first chakra. This is the 0 chakra. You want to connect with the energy of the earth. Basically, it's called what did you call it again? Earthing? Is that what you
Yeah,
called it?
earthing. You can
Earthing.
look up earthing. They'll talk
Yeah.
about going barefoot.
Yeah.
You know, which a lot of people we've lost that art. People,
Yeah.
you know, and then they wonder, oh, well, you have diseases.
Exactly. And this is all a part of it. Earthing is amazing, Renee says. So she does it a lot. I wish I have a lot of pavement around me. Even when I walk my poor dog in the summertime, it's hard to find some grass for him. So it's really hard. But now, how do you actually balance this particular chakra is going to be the next section coming up here. Now, let's see. We have explored what the earth chakra is and why it actually matters. Now, you may be wondering, how can I balance the energy center that lies outside of your physical body? Well, the good news is, yay, there are some simple techniques that can help you balance this chakra to develop a strong bond with your earth, a strong bond with the earth. And again, right off the bat, earth yourself. Like right there, grounding, planet, everything, earthing, earthing, or earth bathing, or so to speak, is what you call it. It's really good. Barefoot outside is really good. It's a potato. It helps balance actually all the chakras. Walking in grass is the best way to actually do it. You can walk in sand as well, but the grass seems to have that stronger connection. Now, as you walk, you want to feel the connection with the ground and breathe deep. Okay. If you don't have access to the outdoors, mindful walking indoors barefoot can actually help. I've talked about how you can stretch your roots of the body and your feet to the earth, even if you're on a high rise or an apartment. Practice indoor earthing, resting your feet on the floor at home. Usually when Marci does her toning, every show I do barefoot. I don't care what time of the year it is, I'm barefoot.
Oh, I'm barefoot. Even though with my diabetes, I'm not supposed to, I'm still
Yeah.
cheating and walking barefoot.
You have to. You just have to do it. So you want to rest your feet on the floor, as closest to the ground again. Visualize your feet rooting into the earth. I've talked about this before. The flow of energy from Mother Gaia is you actually take slow, mindful breaths. Now, it's a simple practice. It really is. It channels earth energy through your being and anchors you, stabilizing your aura field as well. So now we're getting into the aura. To boost the effectiveness of this practice, place crystals, such as smoky quartz, black onyx, or essential oils and other star chakra balancing tools near your feet during this exercise. This is something that really helps you out. My grandfather would dig a hole for me to bury in the earth for about 20 minutes when I was younger. I had a horrible immune system. It actually helped. That's amazing. That's from Renee Cote. I'll put that up for you to see. That is from Renee. Her grandfather used to dig a hole for her to actually immerse her whole body in there. And that was earth bathing for her. That's pretty good. So I'm
you
actually
also do it in water too. Rivers.
Yeah.
Rivers help with it. That helps cleanse and purify.
Yeah. That's really cool. I find that actually amazing. What do we got? Another one is, of course, meditation. Meditation seems to work for a lot. Now, there is a meditation I can do, but unfortunately, with an hour show, we're still touching base on the first shot with the first one, which is the important one because you need the energy in order to work with the upper ones, is what you need. Makes sense, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yoga is another one. Which position is this? The yoga pose for this one is the mountain pose. The mountain pose in yoga is something that'll help you with this particular one. Let's see. It goes into the yoga reflexology. You figure if you're dealing with the bottom of your feet, right, and underneath your feet, every nerve ending in your body ends in your feet. Reflexology, which is a form of massage
your
based on
hands and
certain
your
things.
feet have
Yeah.
chakras in them.
Yes.
We have many chakras.
I have about 144, I think I've researched so far, but I'm only up to 12, or what they call 13.
Keeping it simple, Susan.
It's like, that's all I can handle at the moment. Although I did look up a book on 144 of them. I want to know about all of them right now is what I want to know. My God, I'm getting blinged left and right over here. So, but definitely reflexology, it talks about that. Let's see, affirmations. Again, positive affirmations. That's something that really works for a lot of things. I give you a couple examples. I feel the loving embrace of Mother Earth. She protects me. And that's what it is. You're connecting to the energetic field of that. Mother Earth grounds me and lends me strength, because that's what you're getting, the strength from the earth core, the bountiful energy that is coming up to you. So that's pretty amazing. And I know I'm doing most of the talking today. I'm sorry. So some other crystals that we deal with: black obsidian, of course, black tourmaline, which I just had a chunk here. Black tourmaline.
Those are good for protection.
Yeah, that's also good for this. The black tourmaline actually eases tension in the body and mind while promoting self-confidence and disarming fear. Its protective powers shield against negative energies. In addition, black tourmaline empowers you by grounding your energy into the earth, so you can use it in purification rituals placed by your feet during meditation. Because if we're meditating, we're traveling up. We want us connected. We want that cord still connected to our body. And I think this was something Marci was talking about before. Red jasper is also another good one that actually helps with that. Essential oils, cedarwood, black pepper, palo santo. These are really good. This is earth connection, a sense of grounding. White sage, I use that all the time to cleanse. White sage, frankincense, red clover, purifying and releasing energies. Frankincense, myrrh, and white sage again. White fir, frankincense, and myrrh. So let's see, opening. And now that we started practicing the balancing techniques, how do you know if they are working? When your earth chakra is actually blocked, you'll experience certain things like you do with every other one, even though it's outside your body. Instability, lack of balance, anxiety, and fear is another one that comes from this one. Issues with your physical health, like metabolism issues, autoimmune disease, chronic fatigue, and poor blood circulation. That actually is the one that actually comes from blocked. Now, if we're, let's see, once it actually starts to open up, because it's going to take a little bit for this to actually open up and work with it, you're going to have like a sense of security, a sense of balance, happiness, sense of peace, optimistic about life, the ability to appreciate simple pleasures. Like I got 5 scans of dollar yarn today. I was so freaking happy. It was like plush yarn, so I could try making those little plushies. Made me happy as a pig in poop, I'll tell you. So, hey, simple things make me happy. What can I say? A cup of coffee makes me happy. What can we say? And again, yeah, the ability to appreciate simple pleasures. Greatest stability and aspects in your life. Increase stillness, which is awesome. Feeling secure, grounded, and connected to the planet. Improve intuition and creativity. Maybe if I do a little bit more of that grounding, I can figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be using that for. A sense of being energetic, recharged. So that is a lot of things that you can do to actually help that out. So, and that is what they call the chakra. This is the 0 chakra. So earthing, as Renee Coates said, earthing is really good. Marcy, I need a coffee. Marcy has actually talked about that as well. So a lot of earthing. Now, do you have anything else to add to this? Anything else that would help add to this one?
It's like when I meditate, we have the third dimension. And a lot of times I will feel the energy going up my spine and
Right.
up and out. And that's going from the third dimension to the fifth dimension.
Now you connected by a cord. Is that
well,
cord going
it
to the
goes
root of
always
the
there,
earth?
but it's like a charge.
Okay.
As we ascend, we'll get chills, we'll get more charged up on our energy, we'll get shivers, whatever our energy is, that it's like, okay, well, we're expanding our vibration.
Exactly.
Instead of like being that low, dense carbon energy, which is fear, shame, guilt, the more we release that, up, they want me to do a tone.
Sorry, burped ahead of time.
It's okay. I burped when we were talking. So I think once we acknowledge certain things, then they come in and they connect with us.
Yes.
And that opens their door for the many dimensions, the many energies, the many auras, the many chakras that are going on, because chakra means circle in Sanskrit. But a lot of times it can go reverse. So we need to get it like a clock going clockwise instead of counterclockwise.
Yes.
Because it gets stuck. I got to hit a tone because they're coming in strong. So I guess we're getting to a plateau of certain things that needs to be released because it might be triggering certain people on things. All right.
My hands were vibrating that time. It's like I could feel the pulse.
Those are your chakras.
Yeah, I felt the pulse in between as I was doing the triangle to focus it, and that was cool.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's releasing to allow that more at peace feeling going on.
Exactly. Now we're gonna be
hit a low one.
Okay, she's gonna hit a low one, then we'll get into some more.
All right. It's like my friend Richard was saying this, like my low ones are like the pyramids. Again, back to the earth, the triangle.
I felt grass under my feet with that one.
Oh, good.
Physically, it was like I was walking on grass. It's like I could feel my toes doing this, like there was grass
you're
there.
Actually on the grass, or your body put you where it is, because it's all our past, present, and future is all interconnected.
Yeah, the more and more you're listening to the information and you're listening to Marci's tones at the same time, the combination of it really does help you release so much of what's going on. And then you'll discover a lot of the issues and things that have bothered you over the years just don't even, they're not even a check mark in front of you anymore. It's just kind of and
Well,
you'll get a lot of that releasing. Now, you'll burp. Unfortunately, you'll fart. There's nothing you can do about
it's
that.
a release. But they
You're
said
just
when
letting
we
it go.
lose our memory, as we're losing our memory, we're living in the now. We're not
Yes,
supposed to go back in the past. It's like, okay,
exactly.
live in the present moment. And it's like you'll try to remember. It's like I can't remember because it's almost like it's being erased.
Another one.
Hey, as long as it works.
Hey, you know what? You ever need to belch? Give me a call. Bring Marci on. We'll do a live. She'll do some tones, and everybody can just relieve all that stuff. I know that sounds funny. I couldn't help it. But we're going to skip the 7 major chakras, and we're going up now in Marci's territory. Okay, that's what
The
I call this.
cosmos.
Marci's territory. Now we're going to get into the 9th chakra. Okay, we're going to the 9th is where we're going. From this, we're going to the 9th, which is 7 major or 8. Okay, this one is actually, now you know the Earth star is actually located beyond the root. Now we're going to be dealing with the soul star chakra, the universal chakra, galactic chakra, and divine gateway chakra. So these are all new. Okay, this particular one we're going to be talking about next is called the soul star chakra. This is all Marci territory. So as I'm talking, if her guides come in, just wait, pause, and we go with the flow because I know her guides. I'll be reading, so I won't be able to see the Stevie Wonder look. She'll have to interrupt me. There's nothing else we can do here. So as the highest and the most powerful of all energy centers in the human body is often referred to as, and Marci said this before, the seat of the soul is what it's called.
Gary
Now,
Zukav, he's written the book on that.
yeah.
And he's got his whole articles. You guys should look him up because I learned a lot from him.
Who's he in again?
It's called The Seat of the Soul.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
It's
I like that.
He and his wife used to do it, but his wife died like a few years ago.
Yep.
But I learned a lot from him. He says, like, every time you're feeling at peace, you've gone to another level.
That's
You'll
really
see
good.
stars, whatever it is going on.
Because guess what? This is, and again, this particular chakra, you're going to be opening up to higher realms of consciousness. It's actually going to allow your spiritual energy to flow more freely in our subtle body. And that's what we want. Okay. It is where we can connect deeply with our soul's purpose and discover the greater understanding of who we truly are as individuals. Now, by connecting us more deeply to divine wisdom, unconditional love, and higher truths from beyond the physical realm, when this gateway actually opens up to new levels of awareness, emerges within us, often leads to profound insight into reality and life itself. Now, this chakra can also help us better process inner guidance we actually receive. We can use it to make decisions in our life, reflecting our higher wisdom. So we might be getting the messages. I need my fan. We might be getting the messages, but we're not understanding some of them. And I went through that. There was a process where I knew what I was supposed to do, but I couldn't connect the dots, so to speak. There was this big car parked in the way, and it was saying, dummy, dummy, dummy. I just could have moved the car, but it didn't work that way. So,
Well, that's how I hired. I mean, I can go get the Gary Zukav book. It's in the other room if you guys want to see that one. But our higher self will go will go a couple feet away, like turn
right,
left.
right.
Not like you'll find the store at the end, just turn left.
Yeah,
And so we just have to go inch by inch on it
exactly.
and just trust whatever it is going on. I could feel the Stevie Wonder energy coming in again. So, and I wanted to tell, like I was telling Susan, when I was on Aranum, there was like somebody that I was talking to in the country of Jordan, and she was like
Right.
17, and she had gatekeepers that were coming in through her full body. And it was
Right.
like the third dimensional gatekeeper would twist her hair. And then the other, like 12th dimensional gatekeeper, so they interconnect and they intertalk with, okay,
Right.
let's go this level with what's going on. And then she would come back in her body, and I'm like, well, how did my hair get all twisted? I said, well, your third level gatekeeper was twisting your hair, and then your 12th dimensional took over. And then they were talking about the emerald tablet. So it's just interesting. We have the different guides at different levels and different chakras
Right.
that are allowing us to come in.
Because the next chakras we're actually talking about are all above our physical body. So we are going above, is what we're talking about.
Right.
These are all located above our heads on different
And
levels.
communicating. That's how they
Yes.
come in through with the Stevie Wonder energy.
Yes, she comes with the Stevie Wonder energy. So this one is actually associated with the color gold or green. This one is. Now, why is this particular chakra important? What is it responsible for? Well, let's find out. Let's see. It's responsible for us connecting to our higher purpose and divine wisdom. It helps us to access inner guide, unconditional love, and profound insights that are beyond the physical realm. It is actually thought to connect us with the energy of the moon bathing, so to speak. By unblocking this chakra's energy, we can open up the doorway between ourselves and the greater source of spiritual realm of personal power. This is just one of the ones that are above ourselves. Just one. Now we have, I'm burping again. It shouldn't even tone yet. Oh, Scott, excuse me again. Now this one, when it's unbalanced, if it's not open, you might have an issue. It might be open and you couldn't even be aware of it. I mean, would you find that a true statement? Some don't even understand. Like I travel up sometimes. I don't even know what they're called or what's happening. So
One of I ended up healing somebody with schizophrenia.
right.
And then another one I worked on, but his mom couldn't afford any more of it. But the schizophrenia, one of the theories is the crack is open where they're not able to filter. So they're getting all this information or
Yeah.
all these past lives or all these different things, these alternate personalities,
Right.
which it's not filtered. And so when you rebalance it, because I always say hormones and harmony go hand in hand.
Right.
So when we're out of whack, then we get, it's like you can't learn things from, like they were saying, boiling water, you can't see things. You need to have the water still. When you're angry,
Right.
you can't learn things.
Exactly.
And so when you get in that stillness, then your body's like, okay, I'll just go smoothly. I don't know why. And usually when we don't know why,
When
that's
you just
usually the reason we're supposed to
go
do
with
it.
the flow of the river.
Once we rationalize it, we've lost it.
Yes. Ride those waves. That's what Howie says. Bring
Yeah, I
out
do
your
that all the
surfboard
time.
and ride those waves. Now I understand what he means. Now I do. I know I've known him for years, but now I finally understand it. Now, this chakra, and again, like every other chakra, can become unbalanced. Okay, it can affect us both in the human body and in your spiritual body. Let's see, our mind is in unexpected ways. An imbalanced one can actually manifest physically as exhaustion, digestive issues, insomnia, emotional and spiritual issues, including relationships, difficulties, and lack of purpose, and it does affect your intuition. Now, to restore balance, it's actually recommended to practice conscious breathing and grounding exercises like meditation, visualization, energy healing, and or chakra healing with crystals. Do so can actually open up and clear the communication with the spiritual side so we can be more present in our lives. And a lot of us aren't. Some of us, we will go through the motions, but we're not here. Do you find that true?
Yeah, again, that's back to being the left brain. We overthink. We got that loop
Yes.
going, and then, or the snowball, where these little tiny, and I've seen this with people a lot of times on their hands, where they have this one little thought. And some of my friends I had to let go because they just created these things more and more, and they got bigger and bigger. And I'm like,
Exactly.
I can't go there with you. This is all your
Because yeah,
reality.
it's the simplest things like this can be blown up to
The snowball.
yes, yes, nuclear explosion. What was that? Somebody dropped a pin. Like, you know, and that's what happens. But I think as we all grow as individuals, I find, at least in myself, that I have been laughing off a lot more, as if to say, you know, or sometimes it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to pay attention.
I'm not going in
um
your world.
yeah, it's like I've noticed more and more that I spend more time walking away from the negative people, because it's like, I just don't care. Whatever. I just
They
do
had a
your thing.
cartoon that I posted where I had, like, 20 years ago you had 20 friends, 5 years ago you were down to five, and then they had the one with the dog. You know,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
how it was
I
then.
have my Otis and my man.
Right.
And that's it. That's it. I mean, I've Angie, who's been a friend of the family for years. I'm always there to help her out. Yes, I was talking about you again.
Oh.
My sexy man comes in to kiss me all the time. So it's just, I think as we grow, we start to understand that some of the things we found either hurtful or important are irrelevant.
Well, the more we get more self-confident, the less people affect us
Yes.
mentally, emotionally. I got to do a tone. It's like, I guess we're getting to a trigger point.
Oh, yeah. We're getting there.
I could feel the I did. If you guys ever look at my LinkedIn, I have a whole bunch of podcasts. And one I did is a pressure cooker. And unless we release that air of the pressure cooker,
Yep.
either it explodes within us, or, Susan and her,
Yes,
it just
it's like,
releases.
you know how you put too much yeast inside a recipe when you're baking and it overflows over the sides of the bowl? You kind of have to punch the sucker back in the bowl.
Well, they also said things are settled and it's like soup. But then once we stir it up, it starts
Yes,
surfacing.
it does.
All right, I got to hit the tones because I think people need to release because we're triggering certain things that are going on. That one was kind of like a wave one. Did you got explosion, Susan?
I don't know. All of a sudden, I want to go swimming and ride the waves.
Well, our energy is wave. Again, that's what I was
Yeah,
saying, the yin and the yang. We build up
exactly.
that energy, that pressure, and then we release it.
Hmm.
And that's all that male female energy. And it's like, as long as we acknowledge those energies and we're just letting it go and
Right.
not sitting on top of the wave, it's like, okay, whatever it is.
I'm sitting on a board riding the waves.
I know.
A
I
couple of
can visualize.
affirmations you guys can actually use to open this up is: I'm open to divine wisdom and inner guidance. I trust the wisdom of my soul's purpose. I always find that one really good. Let's see, there's a whole bunch here, and I'm not going to read them all, even though I wrote them all down because that's who I am. Let's see. And again, meditation, regular meditation practices are really, really good for this one. Let's see. Chakra meditation is another one. Essential oils to help bring around. Let's see. The essential oils, rose, geranium, sandalwood oils actually can be applied to the hairlines on each of the temples for meditation. The combination of them is something that actually helps you out. Let's see. Also, we have ylang ylang, patchouli, lavender, hemlock spruce is another one that's really good. Let's see. Crystals. I love crystals. Amethyst. Ooh, amethyst actually, gold, calcite, moldavite, and sodalite. The crystals that they do recommend, and they're saying to wear jewelry with these particular crystals because it helps with the energy in order to be able to open that up. Visualization, which is positive. Visualization, feeling the energy, purifying your energy is another one that's really good. Mantras are another one that's really good. The benefits of opening this chakra is increased creativity and self-expression, enhanced communication of our thoughts and feelings, improved confidence and decision making, heightened intuition and insight, access to deeper levels of meditation, greater connection with our community and the world around us. Now, the signs of a healthy one, because I've only talked about two. We get lost. We always get lost. I know. So let's see. We become actually less reactive to external sensors in life challenges,
We're
and we feel
responding.
more secure with our inner wisdom, which is what Marcy was saying. People that have balanced energy centers often feel more inspired by the world around them. They find joy in many different things, creative endeavors, easy to work without hesitation, and can find it easy to share their stories with others. In addition to the sense of balance and peace within ourselves, an individual may also see spiritual signs, symbols, and thoughts throughout the day, such as seeing patterns or signs, visitations actually from their angels in their dreams. These messages come in from the divine realms, often subtle, but yet remind us of true potential and things to come, which is actually pretty awesome. So, and that is now the next one we're actually going to be talking about. This one is, let's see, okay. Yes, 10th chakra is what it's actually called. It's known as the universal chakra. Now we're going even higher up. So this might trigger some of Marcy. We've got about less than, maybe about 13 minutes left. So I'm going to talk real fast. So the universal chakra is among the 5 higher frequency energy points known as the outer chakras or the dimensional chakras. This is within the 12th chakra system, which there's technically 13, but they call it the 12. So it's actually associated with divine creativity, synchronicity of life, not limited to our physical realms. This allows everyone who has successfully unblocked it to experience the inaccessibility sense of inner balance, peace, and harmony, which is most common among these. It is actually said to activate, let's see, you can tap into skills, knowledge that have laid dormant within yourself. And these are part of your life's purposes. Some of these can actually come from past lives. This is knowledge and things that have either been brought onto you by past lives, or guides have been downloading this to you for years. So which is really good. What you do is you need to break down the barriers in order to be able to open this one up. Now, this chakra is both male and female masculine. We compare this one to the heart chakra, is what we're actually going to do. Let's see. That is, again, it's located outside the body. I'm trying to get to some of the important information. Okay, rose quartz, they're saying is really, really good for this one. It's actually a healing stone, and the rose quartz is good for this one. If this one is kind of feeling, now when the universal chakra is actually out of balance, you're going to feel disconnected from reality, unable to find your inner peace, as one of the energy centers primarily involved in synchronicity with the universal healing energy flows. Signs can actually manifest as a single imbalance. You can feel stuck, restless, low energy, trouble focusing or making decisions. That is something that can actually help. Bergamot oil also is healing to this particular chakra. Let's see. Aligning. The process by no means is an easy feat. This one is not easy to align, but there are simple everyday steps you can actually to open and align this particular chakra. Again, affirmations. I find affirmations very powerful because words are powerful. I am capable of tapping into the wisdom of the universe is one. I am an extension of the universe is another. I honor the divine that lives through me. There are several different ways. Meditation is good for this one, as always. Let's see, essential oils. Some of them, no. Honest, dormant creativity, Jesus, stuff. Peppermint, jasmine oil can actually help bring it to life, kick it in, bring it to life. If you're on high blood pressure meds, stay away from the peppermint, use the jasmine. Let's see, tangerine oil is another one that can actually help. Bergamot, which I use in some of the oils around my house to help cleanse the negative energy and bring balance. I use that on a regular basis. Ylang is another one that's actually very good. What other crystals do we have? And again, it's the chakra jewelry, of course. Okay, rose quartz, blue lace agate are actually good choices for this one because this will enhance your mental clarity and also bring about the balance for this. Let's see, selenite. 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 I was
I got my selenite too.
Yep,
Oh, what?
selenite is another good one.
No, I'm listening to you.
No, that's okay. Galactic chakra is the next one. We have one more after this.
This is what my friend Sue makes wands.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so this is one of my selenite wands that I got a long time ago.
Me too.
Hey, E.T., phone home.
I know. I make these too.
I know you do. You're
I know I've gotten into the clay stuff. Okay, so we're going to get into the galactic chakra. We have 8 minutes left of the show. I'm going to try to condense the last two chakras quick. Sorry, guys. But the next one, we're going higher and higher up. The galactic chakra really connects with the higher realms. When it's balanced, you feel comfortable, a deep sense of self, and you have an open mind. When it is out of balance, you're actually going to struggle with feelings of confusion, disconnecting from your true self. Let's see, practicing activities natural to spiritual connections, such as meditation, chakra journaling is another one that's good. Spending time in nature, or earthing is good for one, is always good for another one. Now, this galactic chakra is actually located just above the solar chakra. It can be accessed through the palm of your hands. Galactic chakra is associated with the color violet, gold, and silver energies. Let's see, it attributes to prophecy, transcending space and time, and also, very importantly, access to the Akashic records, which is the books of life. If you want access to the Akashic records, you do have to have this particular one open. Supernatural experience, linked to supernatural experience, such as shamanistic practices, do have a lot to do with this.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Let's see, meditation, visualization, chanting mantras, hand placement. Place your hands above your head, palms facing upward, and imagine the energy flowing from the galactic down is what you're doing. That's another way to actually open it. More crystals, amethyst for spirituality, clear quartz to amplify energy, and selenite to connect to the higher realms. So there is quite a bit information. We've got one more, and then I'm going to give Marci a chance to talk because I'm running out of breath here. Okay, this one was extremely, extremely difficult to find any information on. And this was the divine gateway. This is the actual 12th, the last new chakra, okay, which is technically the 13th, but because the one is the root and the one below that, the earth seed, which is 0, this is actually number 12. Now, this is actually at the very top of your head, associated with cosmic consciousness, spiritual connection, inner knowing. When it's balanced, you actually feel connected to something greater than yourself, have a deep sense of peace. When it is out of balance, you actually may go struggle with feelings of insecurity and confusion. A balanced divine gateway chakra focuses on activities in nature, spiritual connections such as prayer, yoga, meditation, or visualizing a bright blue light. A bright blue light. Lighting radiance from the top of your head. Take a deep breath. That you can also be very helpful in opening up this chakra. You want to picture that beautiful blue light, and you want that beautiful blue light that is coming down in that magnificent way. I'm sorry, my phone's blinging off the hook here. The divine gateway is also known as the stellar gateway. So if you've heard that one before, it's a higher transcendent chakra. It's actually serves as the bridge between the spiritual essence and all the other chakras. This is the bridge. This is the one that you really need connected. Like communicate directly with divine, receiving clear messages from a pure light beings. And that's what we want. Hello, Michelle. Activating the chakra known as the divine gateway or the stellar gateway is a powerful step towards spiritual growth and connection. Some of the techniques: meditation, visualization, bright light falling down from the cosmos is another one. It's approximately about 18 inches above your head. Affirmations, crystal healing is a very good. Crystal healing is laying down with the chakra crystals lined up, line them all up, line up the ones that aren't on your body first, and then work with the root chakra down to get them where they need to be. That's another one. Frequencies with this is 432 hertz. Also, delta waves can actually help activate this particular chakra, which is pretty awesome. And that was all the information I could find on that.
That's a
I
lot.
I couldn't find anything else on that particular chakra. I tried everything else, but seeing I've talked the whole show, Marci, take it away.
No, we all have our moments, and you had a lot of information. I would just put in, and that's what I was saying. It's like when I was on Aranum and Elohim came in through Amy, and I'm like, well, what did the tones do? And they said, well, we could work off people's Akashic records.
Exactly.
And so it releases the past lives. It releases our past, present, future, all interconnected. So as we're clearing out our future selves, our past selves, we may be clearing out our past selves to help us balance our future selves,
Right.
So it's all interconnected. They're back to buzzing again.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. I seen it. They went, hey. I swear to God, I seen it. Somebody go, knock, knock.
Well, and that's what they were saying when they first started this out with me and Amy on Arabian. They're like, we like what you do, and I've been working with them, and that's what they cleared everything out of the way. If you think that something's, you're on the right path with everything synchronized.
Right.
You're on the wrong path when all of a sudden things get in the way. It's your guides are like, no, turn around.
Yes.
Go this direction.
Yes.
Change your mind, and then things will get more synchronized as far as what's happening. I got to hit the tones, but they're all happy because this is what they wanted. This is Christ consciousness. Christ wanted us to be leaders, not followers.
Exactly.
And that's why with religion, they don't go for religion.
No, spirituality is what they go for.
Right. And they test you, and if you pass the test, then you go through it. I got to hit the tones because they're on a roll, and I know we're running out of time. Okay, this is Lady Naughty, and it's really funny because I have a bucket of plastic fake flowers.
Yep.
And I had some pink ones in the other room, and Lady Naughty is like, put that in the bucket of the flowers. So I have, it's almost like a meditation or a gift to them.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on. All right. That was a combination of Mother Mary and Lady Nada.
A lot of energy in that one.
Well, when you have Christ's soulmate, a twin flame, and Christ's mother doing tones together,
yes,
and clearing out the energy of it, and to give unconditional love, that that's what they want, and this also affects 7 generations of your family. So it affects not only you, it affects your family, it affects your children, it affects all these different generations of these repressed emotions and energies that are going on.
Yeah, I do find. Okay. I don't
Well,
know what's going on, but I'll have to check this out after. I have no idea.
right.
So yeah, but this was actually a pretty informative show. As I was talking about it, I'm learning at the same time is what
Well,
I'm
that's what
doing.
it's all about.
Right. And I do love this. So, okay. I don't know what's going on, but this nonstop bling 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 bling.
I had one time where my phone just started its mind of its own.
Right.
It's them communicating, and that's what I said when I did the radio show. And I'm like, what's with the sounds coming out? It's like it's the emotions.
Right.
So everything is electronic. I have had weird sounds coming out. I have had weird things. It's the vibration where everything is electricity and everything is vibration. Everything is frequency.
Yeah.
And so our phones talk, our computers talk, everything goes into it that
I
don't.
find, and guys, let me know if you feel the same way. I find the more and more we start getting into this particular direction, talking about the growth and opening up, I'm feeling more open. And it's like the light is coming in saying, yes, this is the direction we want it. This is what you guys are supposed to do. This is the
Right,
direction. So I'm starting to listen. I knocked
right.
my camera again.
Well, and I told you I was on the show with Rusty, and Rusty's on my Facebook, and I did Living and Thriving with Rusty. You can look at that under my shows, because I
Yep.
have so many radio shows with Howie, the Orion,
A
with
whole
Susan.
bunch.
And, and I'm talking with Rusty, and all of a sudden her webcam explodes or does something. She's like, "Well, we're
Oh,
doing it now
wow.
by voice." It's like no more webcams. And it's all energy. And with
Yeah.
Howie on his shows, if you listen to those, we've had sounds go off. We've had different things. Susan and I, we've had it. It's all energy.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
since this and a couple of other crystals I keep on my table is actually helped to balance it off. But it's actually 8:02, guys. And I want to thank you guys so much for now it's coming out in a sneeze. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I had a lot of fun. I actually learned a lot by researching this and
it's
talking about it.
passion.
Some of these things I really do want to put into practice. And I think you guys, literally, if you're interested in opening yourself up, getting that balance, and just having a wonderful, literally open, peaceful life, it's an amazing journey. And it's been an amazing journey for me. And I know it's been an amazing journey
Me
for
too.
Marcy
I
as
love
well.
all you guys. I love
Yep.
all this. This is a vision that I had even before Susan said, "Well, we're going to go every week." I'm like,
I didn't ask, I
I'm
just
like,
told her.
I didn't say anything. I'm like, I'm getting a radio show. And then Susan's like, "Well, Marcy, we're doing this every week now." And I'm like, that's the vision I had. And
Yeah,
that's
well,
what
I
I
just said,
got.
okay, here we go. We're meant to open the world, and that's what we're doing. Don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe, and follow to all the RNN stations, and pay attention to all the shows. That we have amazing shows coming up. We have really gifted individuals here. We have a wide variety of topics, and there's always somebody. You can send a message over to the riftnationnetwork at gmail.com, or you can always drop a line over on Facebook and send a message to the Rift Nation Network. Let us know which host that you'd like to get in contact with, and we will make sure the message actually gets to that host. It's really pretty easy. So I want to say peace out. I love you guys, and
Love you guys all.
peace.